Creating a building, the input panel. When clicking the building button, the input panel will update to display the tabs related to the generation of the building, continuing at the root or site level until the design is processed. The first tab is Presets, where you can load a previously prepared configuration to automatically adjust all the sliders found in the plot view of the input panel. The next tab corresponds to staircase parameters. Here, staircases are defined based on certain metrics. It's essential to understand that these parameters determine the floor-to-floor heights of the building based on the riser height and the number of steps indicated in the general floor design section. The following tabs are also visible when editing at the floor level, allowing you to later revise your designs at different scales. You'll find a group of 5 tabs under Net Areas, which include design criteria and target surface areas for different unit types, from studios to 4-bedroom apartments. In this case, we'll modify some aspects of the 2-bedroom apartments. In the Design Criteria section, we'll activate the dressing room option and allow internal kitchens. As for surface areas, we'll keep the default values. In the Internal Minimum Dimensions tab, we define the regulatory requirements that the project must meet in terms of geometry. These take priority over the usable area settings. If a conflict arises, the room will be sized to meet the minimum dimension requirement. For this project, we'll increase the minimum width of the master bedroom to 3 meters and the minimum width of the main bathroom to 1.7 meters. The Construction Parameters tab defines the thickness of construction elements, both vertical and horizontal, as well as the layout and configuration of structural columns and service shafts. This configuration significantly impacts area calculations and efficiency ratios, so it is advisable to set it before or immediately after creating the building. It's also extremely useful for setting up your BIM model in a way that facilitates further detailing. In this case, we'll modify the default structural base spacing by forcing it to 8 meters along the x-axis. The General Floor Design tab is especially important as it defines aspects of the building typology and overall layout. For this project, we'll choose a double-loaded corridor typology with a width of 17 meters, a back core position, a penthouse level, and a lift overhead space of 2 meters for the rooftop structure. In the Housing Mix tab, we set the target unit distribution for standard floors. Based on typology, from studio to 4-bedroom, we assign a target percentage distribution. The AI will try to match this distribution as closely as possible within the geometric constraints. This is an interactive process that can be quickly adjusted based on the results. Note that ground floors and penthouse floors will usually differ from standard floors due to their specific characteristics, so we must configure the standard floor distribution with those variations in mind. In this case, we aim for 30% 3-bedroom apartments and 70% 2-bedroom apartments. The Common Area Dimensions tab contains the configuration options for shared spaces, vertical cores, stairs, and lifts. For this project, we'll increase the number of lifts to 2 per core. In the Terraces General Floor tab, we can configure everything from the size of the terraces to whether they are present on each facade. In this case, we'll increase the position diversity of terraces on facades and extend the cantilever span so they are not all aligned. Lastly, in the Exterior Enclosure Parameters tab, we define opening sizes based on room type. This is done by configuring 2 values for each room: sill height and window width. This is useful for complying with regulatory requirements, particularly regarding natural light and ventilation. For this project, we'll increase the sill height in kitchens and bathrooms to 0.60 meters. Once the project is fully configured, we proceed to insert the building. To do so, we draw the polyline that will serve as the building axis. After processing, the data panel will activate automatically and the 3D model will be generated. Stay with us and discover everything you can achieve with the platform.